Hello, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. That's how I wake up now. Although I've actually been up for a while, so I didn't need to do that. I actually started with a different game first today. We need to go to Karm? Was that the name of it? Karm? We'll see in a minute. Oh, do I have everyone set up? Because I know there's something I can learn here. I forgot about that. We just left Midgar, obviously. Holy hell, the sound effects are louder than I remember. I think I'm just losing my mind, though. It's probably just me. Yeah, I don't have any enemy skills, but I know there's an enemy skill I can learn somewhere near here. It's probably in this area. I might have to do it in my own time, though, depending on how long this next part takes. Why do I just sit here and not attack? Oh, Aerith. Just use it. I think we're at maybe 8 or 9 times. So she should be learning her next limit break soon. Hopefully. We'll find out. I want to grind limit breaks at some point, but we got time. There we go. Seal Evil. I don't know what you do, but I'm sure it's great. Okay, we're gonna double check. Seal Evil. Check. 1, 2. Constrains and stops the magic of all opponents. That's kind of specific. Not sure where I can use that. Okay, was it Karm or Calm? You've reached Calm. Thank you. Everyone's waiting at the inn. Let's go, Cloud. Sure. I've had to do so many voices. Well then, I'll go on ahead. So much talking. I did a 3.5-hour episode just reading. My voice was in it the entire time. It was very long. That was for Sunday's episode, though. I think this is for Tuesday's episode. Ah, come on, listen to me. Got anything interesting to say? Now, do you? You're the one who wants people to listen to you. Okay, I know you can. Aha! Ether. Thanks to Mako Energy, life's pretty darn convenient thanks to Shinra. Don't you think so? You're full of it. But I'd hate to think of what life would be like without Mako Energy. Oh no. Did I break the game? Yeah, Mako Energy's made my life much easier. It's all thanks to Shinra. Oh, you were thinking the whole time? You... Okay, so saying you're full of it causes her to just make you stand there and wait. Oh, touche. Mako Energy's made things a lot more convenient, but a lot of plants and animals have been disappearing at a rapid pace. I think the old life was better. Don't you think so? No way. That's just what my mom said. Sure. Have fun. I think the ether was the only thing in that house. What about this house? Old man? Did you say you came from Midgar? I used to live there, too. But I heard they got lots of trouble lately. You don't know. There's a dog in that one. This town has a lot of weird... Oh! Ether! Really? Just gonna find a bunch of ethers around here? Because I farmed stealing ethers all over the place. There was a suspicious-looking man in a black cloak. He was carrying a mean-looking sword. Was it Sephiroth? I mean, it has to be. Unless it was someone else. But why would he come here? I guess he would pass by here? Wait. Peacemaker. I didn't even think about what I just got. That's a gun! No one in my party can use a gun. That's crazy. My older brother's so stupid. He's so embarrassing I could just... I didn't read the last line. Puke! When I grow up, I'm gonna be a soldier. That's what I'm training... why I'm training hard now. What you did, Cloud? Guard source. Did you, run around in your bedroom? That looks like me when I'm, like, waiting to raid in FF14. Just running a big circle. For hours. Waiting. I heard President Shinra was killed, and his son Rufus, the new president, was badly hurt. Hey, I bet that's news to you. You're pretty smart. Just between us, I heard it was them what-do-you-call-ems that got the President Shinra and his son. The famous floating city, Midgar. Just once I'd love to see it in person. Floating? I don't know about floating. Thanks to Mako Energy, Shinra Inc. develops for us. Everything's more convenient now. Is this a... Need more of those Turtle Paradise posters. Ma'am? Is it true that Shinra makes monsters? It's true. Yeah, well, either way, as long as we use their reactors, we can't stand up to Shinra. It's a bad attitude to have, miss. But I get it. Well, I know this guy. I got my health and enough to eat. All's well. I guess you got nothing to say right now, but he has stuff to say later. I'm pretty sure he's a side quest. My old man was a miner, but he couldn't go to work after the monsters started appearing in the mithril mines. Now all he does is sit around getting drunk in the bar. Is there a bar in town? This is the item store. Okay. Hyper. Oh, not 50. Well, 14. I want lots of hypers. Wow, I'm almost broke. Who would have got? Thought. Who would have got? I'd rather have hypers than anything right now. This is the materia store. Shit. Oh, I can get more steals? You only need one steal. No. Heal is for Poisona and Blind, I think. I don't actually know. Earth, though. Kind of essential. I'm gonna wait on... Well, no, I have ethers to sell, don't I? Yeah, I don't run out of MP, like, ever. It's like, hard to run out of MP. We're buying a heal. There. Gotta have one of them all. This is the weapon store. Yeah, okay. Mithril Saber. Buying it. You all got 3 slots. Cannonball, buying it. Sure. Sure. Yep, that just happened. Well, I gotta give up my Buster Sword. That's fine. But that means I can have another slot. I can put lightning up here. And put on Earth? They're not really good at magic, though. I mean, you're kind of good at magic, but you're not really good at magic. Fine. That's fine. Okay. Now we're done. We're done. We get to do stuff, and it's only been 9 minutes. You're Mr. Cloud. Your party is waiting for you on the 2nd floor. Party. Cloud, you're late. Sure am. Yo, man, you're late. Sorry to keep you waiting. I had to talk to everyone in town. Guess everyone's here now. So, let's hear your story. You know, the one about Sephiroth and the crisis to the planet. Let's hear it all. I used to want to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends. You call that a friend? Yeah, well, he was older than me, and hardly ever talked about himself. So I guess you'd call us war buddies. We trusted each other, until one day. One day? After the war, it was soldiers' duty to put down any resistance against the Shinra. That was 5 years ago. I was 16. Oh man, I'm pretty dehydrated here. Sure is raining hard. Hey, how you doing? I'm alright. I wouldn't know. I've never had motion sickness. Is everything okay? Sephiroth, you have open mouth syndrome again. Hey. You're just gonna have deep voice. If I could even pull it off right now. Settle down. They gave me some new materia. I can't wait to use it. Just like a kid. You going to brief us about this mission? This isn't a typical mission. Good. Why do you say that? I joined Soldier to be like you. But by the time I made first class, the war was already over. My big hopes of becoming a hero like you ended with the war. That's why I always sign up whenever there's a big mission. Kind of a way to prove myself. Say, how do you feel, Mr. Sephiroth? I thought you wanted a briefing. Our mission is to investigate an old Mako reactor. There have been reports of it malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First, we will dispose of those creatures. Then we will locate the problem and neutralize it. Brutal creatures? Where? The Mako reactor at Nibelheim. Is it it's... I'm pretty sure it's Nibelheim. I've heard it said before, I just already forgot how it was actually pronounced. Nibelheim? That's where I'm from. Hometown. Sir, something strange just crashed into the truck. That would be our monster. Sure. Look at that health difference. Defend! Big dragon. Did you... Oh, that was single target. That's actually the first time I've not died there. I mean, Sephiroth kills it no matter what. Sephiroth's strength is incredible. He is far stronger in reality than any stories you may have heard about him. So, where do you come in? Me? I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. And then we reached Nibelheim. There it is. How does it feel? It's your first time back to your hometown in a long time, right? So, how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. How about your parents? My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father... I don't remember. Wait, no, I think I do. What does it matter? Alright, let's go. Oh, I have to move. You keep wandering around here and you'll get in trouble. Being on watch is so boring. You want to do what we always do? Shall we practice? Practice? Oh, you mean my pose. Do members of a soldier always have to worry about what others think? How did it go? How did it go? Was it like this? Good job. Cloud, you're not looking. I really don't want to be in Soldier. The Mako smells pretty bad here. Sure. Do I just keep walking? Okay. Yo, wait a minute. Isn't that, the name of Sephiroth's mother? I remember Genova. That's that damn headless spook living in the Shinra building. That's right. Barrett, would you please let us hear what Cloud has to say? You can ask questions later. Tifa, I was only... Okay, Cloud, continue. The childhood friends reunite. I was really surprised with Tifa. The town was quiet. Everyone must be in their houses, afraid to come out because of the monsters. Now, maybe they're afraid of us. We leave for the reactor at dawn. Make sure you get to sleep early. Sure. All we need is one lookout, so you others get some rest. Oh, and you may visit your family and friends. I see. That's clever. Man, I'm so nervous. How come? Look, you never know when a monster's gonna show up, right? I heard Sephiroth was coming, so I brought my camera. I want a shot of Sephiroth and a monster. Take my picture. I don't take pictures of nobodies. You spelled it wrong? I think. I've never seen a singular nobodies used before, but you were talking about multiple nobodies, which means it should have been IE, not Y, sir. Oh, you're with the Shinra. Welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. It's you, Cloud. I didn't recognize you. Shinra? Shinra? Soldier? Salsa? What are you guys even talking about? Are you going to kill the monsters? So you can talk in full sentences. Are you going to... Kids? They just... He's so cool. Way cool. Okay. So you were just talking like... babies for no reason? It's fine. It's fine. Gotta explore all around the town. Very important. Cloud, did you go in my house? Yeah. I thought you might be home. Can I search your fridge? We're going upstairs for sure. Going in your parents' room? There's... why am I looking for stuff in a flashback? Now that I think about it, what am I doing? Cloud, did you go into my room? Sure did. Oh, is this it? Orthopedic underwear. Cloud, just kidding. Don't get mad. Cloud, we're talking about something really important here. Well, just be glad he has a sense of humor. Did you play my piano? Just a little? I can read sheet music too, you know. Let's see. Oh, it actually shows you. Do, re, mi, ti, la. Do, re, mi. So, fa, so, do, re. That's cool. Forget it. Sure. Sure. Can I actually play it, though? How did this go? I forgot. Oh. Oh, no. I'm fine. Nope. Where's the note? Oh. Okay, it's door. Page up. Oh, plus menu. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's so weird because it's not triangle and R1 and stuff. It's page up and menu. So far. It's fine. It's fine. This doesn't count anyways right now. I'll get it later. If you put a real keyboard in front of me, that would take half a second. But on a controller, I don't know. Especially a controller when it's not actual buttons. This is my house. It has nothing to do with what happened 5 years ago. Oh, but joking about orthopedic underwear did. Yo, wait, I want to hear. Me too. It's been a long time, right? Tell us more. You saw your family, right? Alright. I don't know if you call it a family. My father died when I was young. That's why my mom lived all alone in this house. Yeah, I saw my mom. My mom, she was a vibrant woman. Hadn't changed at all. But a few days later, she died. But when I saw her, she looked fine. Yeah, this totally happened, right? Yes? Cloud? Welcome out, Cloud. Hi, Mom. Okay. Come. Let me take a look at you. You look so handsome. So this is a soldier uniform? Mom, My, how you've grown. I'll bet the girls never leave you alone. Not really. I'm worried about you. There are a lot of temptations in the city. I'd feel a lot better if you just settled down with a nice girlfriend. I'm all right. You should have an older girlfriend, one that'll take care of you. I think that would be best for you. I'm not interested. Are you eating right? I'm all right. The company takes care of me. Is that so? I know you can't cook. I've been worried sick about you. Cloud? You know Cloud. Isn't that right, Cloud? I'll always be your mother. Oh. Let's stop this. Poor Cloud. Welcome. Hey, aren't you? Have I been here before? I don't remember. Now you're pissing me off. This don't matter, so get on with it. Oh, okay. Damn it, Barrett. Is Shinra here to get rid of the monsters? And who are you? I'm Zangen. I travel around the world teaching children martial arts. I have 128 students all over the world. In this town, a girl named Tifa is my student. Did you say Tifa? Do you have a cape? What the? Tifa has a good sense. She'll be a powerful fighter. Sure. I want to see some Shinra techniques, and if you see anything you can use, you might want to incorporate some of my techniques. Well, good luck. Yeah, Cloud could definitely benefit from dolphin kick. Somersault. The whole inn is booked up by Shinra for the night. Cloud? Is that you, Cloud? It must have been 2 years. Say, you really moved up in the world, being under Sephiroth's command. Sure. Moved up. Okay. What are you looking at? The scenery. I feel like I know the place. This place. We're short one bed. Are we? Aren't I supposed to sleep? We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep soon. Yeah, let's get some sleep. I've hired a guide to the Mako reactor. I've heard she's young. I hope we can rely on her. I think this whole episode might just be backstory. This is a pretty long backstory stuff, but it's good. The other games never had anything like this, or the previous ones. Think they'd let me take a picture? Tifa's father. If I knew this was gonna happen, I would have made mountain climbing off limits. Uh-huh. Late again. Once the guide gets here, we're headed out. Oh, I didn't talk to the other one. Listen to me, Sephiroth, in case something happens. Trust me. I'll be alright, Dad. I have 2 men from Soldier with me. I'm Tifa. Nice to meet you. Tifa, you're the guide? That's right. It so happens I'm the #1 guide in this town. It's too dangerous. I can't get you involved in this. There's no problem if you protect her. Let's go. Mr. Sephiroth, please let me take one picture for a memento. Tifa, can you ask him for me too? Okay. Guy's a douche though. Doesn't take pictures of nobodies. Who are the other 2? Nobodies. Cheese. Great, thank you. I'll give each of you a copy once I get it developed. Sure. Oh, a Mako reactor was built in Mount Nibel. Nibel? The cold mountain air of Mount Nibel was the same. Mm-hmm. I'm so dehydrated I can feel like that. Nice. Okay, this seems like a... Wow, he's got a portrait? Oh, hold on. Masamune, golden armlet. Can I... I was hoping I could take it off. Nothing. What do you got on? Revive, restore... ... They're all mastered. You know how nice that is? Okay, what if I went to Cloud and... Oh. You still have my inventory here? Preemptive strike, really? Okay. This is interesting. Alright, need a second. I'm gonna grab some water. Alright. Had some water. And I just noticed my only cup is green. Can you see it? Yeah? Okay. I took a drink and I looked at my monitor. I was like, what the... Whoops. Doesn't matter. It gets harder from here. Follow me. Sure. The bridge. Oh. They tried. This was still crazy back then. Just saying. I love how he walks like he's just walking through mud all the time. Like, god damn it. Everyone seems to be alright. Will we be able to get back? These caves are intertwined, like an ant farm. Oh, and Sephiroth. One person seems to be missing. It may sound cruel, but we've no time to search for him. We can't go back, so we must go on. We'll travel together from here on. Is he just dead? What are they talking about? What's this? A mysteriously colored cave. It must be the Mako energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why the Mako reactor was built here. Oh my god. The music just built up and then that. Alright, Sephiroth. Do I even control you? Nope. Doesn't matter what I do, I can just hang out. This is true auto battle. Wow, Bolt 3 is pretty awesome. Hopefully I can use it someday. I don't remember there being any battles, let alone multiple random battles. Interesting. There's no point in even attacking with Cloud. He's level 1. I don't even know if he actually gets a turn, because... You didn't even use MP. Hacks. I call hacks. Cheap Sephiroth. What are we doing here? What's this? Mako Fountain. It's a miracle of nature. It's so beautiful. If the Mako reactor continues to suck up the energy, this fountain will dry up too. So bright, so green. Materia. When you condense Mako energy, materia is produced. It's very rare to see materia in its natural state. By the way, why is it that when you use a materia, you can also use magic too? You were in Soldier and didn't even know that? The knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in the materia. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling up magic, or so they say. The song gets so loud at that point. Magic, a mysterious power. Huh. Did I say something funny? A man once told me never to use unscientific terms like mysterious power. It shouldn't even be called magic. I still remember how angry he was. Who was that? Hojo of Shinra Inc., an inexperienced man assigned to take over the work of a great scientist. He was a walking mass of complexes. A Mako Fountain. So this is where the knowledge of the ancients is. Sure. I don't remember any of these conversations or anything. This is interesting. A very, very blurry staircase. We finally made it. We sure took the long way, though. That's what happens when your bridge breaks. Tifa, you wait here. I'm going inside. I want to see. Only authorized people are allowed in. This place is full of Shinra's industrial secrets. But Take care of the lady. Man. Better take real good care of me then. Sure. Okay. Why don't you guys build, like, normal walkways? Your staircase led to a pipe system where you have to climb down a chain to get to the main entrance? Not ideal. I can't inspect those. This is Genova, right? It won't open. Sephiroth, you still have an open mouth right now. It's very unsettling. This is the reason for the malfunction. This part is broken. Cloud, close the valve. You got it. Why did it break? Now I see, Hojo. But doing this will never put you on the same level as Professor Gast. This is a system that condenses and freezes the Mako energy. That is, when it's working correctly. Now, what does Mako energy become when it's further condensed? Oh yeah, it becomes materia. Right, normally. But Hojo put something else in there. Take a look. Let's look through the window. I'm trying. Okay. Not what you want to see. Usually. Ever. But what is that? Normal members of Soldier are humans that have been showered with Mako. You're different from the others, but still human. But what are they? They've been exposed to a far higher degree of Mako than you. Is this some kind of monster? Exactly. And it's Hojo of Shinra that produced these monsters. Mutated living organisms produced by Mako energy. That's what these monsters really are. Normal members of Soldier? You mean you're different? Hey, Sephiroth. No. Was I? That was pretty quick. Was I created this way too? Am I the same as all these monsters? Sephiroth? You saw it. All of them were human. Human? No way. Ever since I was small, I felt that I was different from the others. Special in some way. But not like this. Oh, God. Yep. Ah. That was a human once. Sure. Hojo's great. Am I human? I didn't really understand what Sephiroth meant then. I was even more surprised that Shinra was producing monsters. Damn Shinra. The more I hear, the more I hate him. Who would have ever thought that the Mako reactor held such a such a secret? Not fascinating. That would seem to explain the increase in the number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Barrett? Still haven't got his voice down. Save game and rest. Why are you talking to me? Yeah, maybe so. Want to take a breather here? In the inn? Crazy. This is the 6 save file. Sure. Episode 6. We're still going. Tifa, were you waiting outside then? Yes. You returned to Nibelheim. Okay. I keep like doing it wrong in my head. Like I'm like, what am I saying? Sephiroth confined himself to the inn. He didn't even try to talk to me. Then all of a sudden he just disappeared, right? We found him inside the biggest building in Nibelheim. The villagers used to call it the Shinra Mansion. Long ago, people from Shinra used to live in that mansion. I'm not doing this. Jesus, it's just a door. What was that nonsense? What was the scariest door I've ever heard? There's no sign of Sephiroth, but I know I saw him go through into this room. Okay, all their doors sound like explosions. I've never noticed before, because I've never wore headphones while I played Final Fantasy. Or earbuds, I guess, not headphones. Up! Wait, I have to... Is it this? No, it's actually right here. Oh, I can't go in. I wanted to go in that room. Seems like a pretty sweet room, huh? An apparently dead organism was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum. Professor Gast named that organism Genova. X year, X date, X month. X month, X date. Genova confirmed to be an ancient. X year, X month, date. X date. Genova project approved. The use of Mako Reactor 1 approved for use. Oh no. The hiccups. They're coming back. My mother's name is Genova. Genova Project. Is this just a coincidence? Professor Gast, why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die? Sure. Can't interact with anything. Let me be alone. Like actually? Okay, well, guess we came in here for nothing. Oh. Sephiroth didn't come out of the Shinra Mansion. Ever. You guys were supposed to return to headquarters. He continued to read as if he were possessed by something, and not once did the light in the basement go out. Yep. Oh, there's the music now. It's getting darker. Am I supposed to go back down there? Pretty sure I am. How are you doing? Sephiroth seems different. Yeah. Seriously though. Explosive doors. They're not great. There's a lot of backtracking here. You press down right and then here you just automatically go back if you're not pressing, or if you're pressing anything. Laughter. Who is it? Traitor. Traitor? You ignorant traitor. I'll tell you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra. Cetra was an itinerant race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, then move on. At the end of their hard, long journey, it was said they would find the promised land and supreme happiness. But those who disliked journeying appeared. They stopped their migrations, built shelters, and elected to lead an easier life. They took that which the Cetra and the planet had made without giving back one whit in return. Those are your ancestors. Sephiroth. Long ago, disaster struck the planet. Your ancestors escaped. They survived because they hid. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Cetra. After that, your ancestors continued to multiply. Now all that's left of the Cetra is in these reports. Okay. What does that have to do with you? And how do you know they're accurate? Don't you see? An ancient named Genova was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum, the Genova Project. The Genova Project wanted to produce people with the powers of the ancients, or the Cetra. I am what was produced. Produced? Yes. Professor Gast, leader of the Genova Project and genius scientist, produced me. How did he die? And why are you tiptoeing everywhere? Sephiroth? Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother. It's so much less menacing when he's like, got his arms out and tiptoeing. Oh, I didn't even know. Yeah, the music started. Shit's real. Where did you go? We're missing someone. And what happened to that other guy? Did we just let him die? Of course we did. Hey, it's you. You're still sane, right? And come over here and help me. I'll check this house. You check that one over there. Sure. Oh, poor photographer. Hey, am I going to die? I don't know what's going on with your eye. Sir, hey, I didn't even press it anything that time. Sephiroth. Sure. Terrible. Sephiroth, this is too terrible. He's still winking. Oh. Everyone knows this scene. Even if you've never played the game, you've still probably seen this somehow. Somehow. Very short scene. He's just in a mood to kill everyone. It would have been hilarious if he tiptoed through the fire with his arms out in that scene. Just not really, but still. Well, no, it would have been hilarious. Never mind. I take that back. All right, I take back what I was about to take back. Papa. Sephiroth. Did Sephiroth do this to you? Sephiroth, Soldier, Mako Reactors, and Shinra. I hate them all. Yeah. We saw that in... somewhere. When we were in one of the Mako Reactors about to blow it up. Mother, I'm here to see you. Please, open this door. How could you do that to Papa and all the townspeople? Wait. How did she survive that? Like, that would have killed her, right? It would have killed anyone. You promised that you'd come when I was in trouble. Oh, same line. I'm really confused. Like, everyone else was struck down the same way and died. How did she live? It probably never tells you. Mother, let's take the planet back together. I've thought of a great idea. Let's go to the Promised Land. Sephiroth, my family, my hometown. How could you do this to them? Ha! They've come again, Mother. With her superior power, knowledge, and magic, Mother was destined to become the ruler of this planet. But those worthless creatures are stealing the planet from Mother. But now I'm here with you, so don't worry. What was that thing that you just pulled off, though? There's Nova before it was headless. What about my sadness? My family, friends. The sadness of having my hometown taken away from me. It's the same as your sadness. His mouth is still open. Ha, my sadness. What do I have to be sad about? I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to be the leader of this planet. I have orders to take the planet back from you stupid people for the Cetra. What should I be sad about? Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, you're not the Sephiroth I used to know. Yep. Oh, it's bright. And that's the end of my story. Wait a damn minute. That's it? No more? I don't remember. What happened to Sephiroth? In terms of skill, I couldn't have killed him. Official records state Sephiroth is dead. I read it in the newspaper. No, it has to be right then. Shinra Inc. owns the newspaper, so you can't rely on that. I want to know the truth. I want to know what happened. I challenged Sephiroth and lived. Why didn't he kill me? I'm alive too. A lot of this doesn't make sense. What about Genova? It was in the research of the Shinra building, right? Shinra shipped it from Nibelheim to Midgar. Did someone carry it out later? It was missing from the Shinra building. Sephiroth? Damn, none of this makes sense. I'm gone. And I'm leaving the thinking to you. Sure. Yo, Cloud, let's get a move on. Wait a second. Cloud, what's wrong? You just gonna stand there while Sephiroth heads for the Promised Land? I ain't letting Sephiroth or Shinra get to the no Promised Land. If they do, we're all screwed. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, just beautiful. Just leave it to me. No, brother. Was that like not sarcasm? I'm so confused because I saw that as like, yeah, beautiful, just beautiful. I don't know how it actually came out though. Cloud, how bad was I after Sephiroth stabbed me? Well, he slashed you like across your whole body, like cut you in half. I thought you were a goner. I was so sad. The ancients, Cetra, Genova, Sephiroth and myself, Pokemon. Like, just naming a bunch of stuff. Let's go. Barrett's waiting. What a fascinating story. Red's just silent. Yo, Cloud, here. PHS. Change party members by calling them on the portable... What's it called? Whatever, you can do it on the world map or at a save point. PHS will put us in constant contact with each other. Alright then, we're out of here. It's a phone. It's a cell phone. So, basically a cell phone. Move on. I think there was an item up here, though. Am I wrong? And there's a cupboard, and there's always items in the... Yeah. Can't reach it. We're gonna keep trying. Pretty sure you punched this. Cloud? Damn. Mega Elixir. Yeah. So you win in every game. Just keep pressing it as fast as you can, and then suddenly you win. Listen to me, just now, some guy in a black coat walked east towards a grassy field. He's got this killer sword and looks real scary. Oh. Yeah, he didn't have any information before. Alright, we're gonna probably have to end it, but not until I run up here quick. I have some stuff I want to do before the next episode, which is like get an enemy or skill or two before around this area, because I know some of them have it. Might as well do these fights quick, but I want to get a few enemy skills, and I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think local weed was stolen. What do you want with my local weed? What's your name? Prowler? Son of a bitch. I keep forgetting to press X. Just sitting here talking. I gotta get better at that. I've already done like 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 games with active time battle. Well, 3 games with active time battle. I still forget to do stuff while I'm talking. It's just how it is. My nose is so itchy. Yeah, another one, huh? Ugh. Ostriches. Well. I mean, this entire episode has just been talking so far, so... you know, we can get a little battle soon. I just want to run up to this other house. Housing area. Okay. Okay. We're actually kind of low health. Oh, right, we slept at an inn. So I don't have hyper on again. I don't have to worry about that for a bit, though. I think we're finally gonna be, like, more open. Like, we won't have any, like, full episode of just backstory cutscenes for a while. I think. I can't even promise that. I don't remember. I should have saved. Oh, is that it? What is there? This little red spot here? There's just a red spot on the ground. Hey. Wark with many R's. How about again? How about just a little wark? There we go. I will learn this dance. Don't you worry. Okay, we got a little flap. Yeah, the right leg up. Yup. Okay. I think this is the closest you get to a dance in FF7. Unlike the previous ones where they were dancing. Work. Receive Chocomog materia. We got a summon. Not only a summon that is tied to wind. Like this is obviously ice and earth and fire and blah blah. But I can use elemental wind on a weapon now. It's not great. But it has its uses. I'm giving that to him for now. Oh yeah, everyone has new weapons. Forgot about that. Yeah, well, no. The one I stole is amazing. I don't think I'll ever get rid of that weapon. Not at this rate. Okay, but what we can throw on... I need a sense for leveling it, but that's about it. I think you'll do better with Poisana, honestly. No, you don't have room. Okay, you're getting Poisana. Gotta switch those around because my sanity. Oh. Okay, I think we can't technically do anything else here. Besides... Do you want a chocobo? Give me one. You old folks are out of luck. Old folks? We're all out of chocobos. I'm taking care of the ones out there for someone else. You know, if you really want a chocobo, you should go out and catch one. I don't know how to catch a chocobo. I know how. Are you gonna make me... Well, chocobo appears... They appear on the tracks in the wild. And then... use greens to catch them. Is this necessary? Chocobo lure? You need that materia on, and they won't appear. That's it. Well, should we get down to business? I'll sell you one for 2,000 gold. Kill. Thanks. Okay. Hey, you don't have enough. Oh, shit. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna be busy. Welcome. Okay, so I'll come back. I'll get the chocobo and stuff in the next episode, or before the next episode, so that we're all ready. But that's gonna be the end of this one. So lots of discussion and stuff and laying out the plot, which is essential. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one.